Guys, welcome back to the Save Show. This is my personal journal where you get to see in real time as I struggle to become a better man, better husband, better father, and most importantly, you get to see as I walk closer to God each and every day. Catching up this week, this will be a Fitcast for those who are interested. I've started marathon training, so we're going to start speaking on fitness, health, nutrition, different things like that do interest me. We haven't touched on it too much in the normal show. I'm hoping to add some of these every week would be great. Maybe a Wednesday or a Friday drop as opposed to our normal Monday drop. Mondays will still contain the faith-based, masculine discussion, everything that you know and love. We'll keep that up, get some guests coming down the pike. But with the Fitcast, it might be more so my fitness journey, starting a marathon, what I'm doing, what I'm not doing, how things are going with the marathon prep. And I've got some buddies that I know could hop on the phone, hop on a Zoom call, record with me, and give some great insight into what they're doing. Got some personal coaches, kettlebell folk. One gentleman who wants to be on the show is a sportscaster down in Phoenix, so a lot of jiu-jitsu talk with that gentleman. That'll be good. So I think I might call it Fitcast. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think this should be called. But that is the point of today's episode. That's why we're down here recording in the studio. We are 1 week into marathon training, and I've got the plans pulled up here on my cellular device so you guys can follow along if you want. If you want to see the fitness plans that I've made for myself, I've been sharing them to the broadcast channel on Instagram. If you're not on Instagram, you can reach out in the comments on YouTube, Rumble, or Spotify. There's a polling place for what you thought of the episode. So reach out through those venues, and I'll make sure that you can get a copy of this. I've got maybe 4 or 5 weeks of workouts leading up to the marathon training. So this is an entirely different program that I'll be putting together for myself based on some stuff that I've found and previous experience. And we can jump into all that. That's the point of today's recording. But I'll be reading from that. I've created that. And then I've got the marathon program that I'm loosely following, and I'll explain that as well. Before we begin and get into anything fitness and nutrition, anything that I say is based on my own experience. I have no expertise or degree or certificates in the means of health and fitness and nutrition. I'm just going to be speaking on my own experience and take what you can from it. When I do have personal coaches on and some other people who are certified, their advice or what they say, I'll be learning from, and you can learn from too. So looking forward to that. And the point of really addressing the fitness aspect is if you go outside in the world, you will see a lot of out of shape people. And the point of the show is becoming a better man. And as part of being a man, there's a physical aspect. So let's get in shape. Let's get in not fighting shape, I hope, but let's be prepared for tomorrow's war should it come. But you got to be able to protect your family. You got to be able to, I don't know, what's an extreme example? There's a car headed towards your kid. You got to be fast enough to grab them and get them out of the way, just as an example. So, and I pinched my finger in the door the other day. So that's something else that's going on with me. But to dive into marathon training, so for the week, if you're looking at the broadcast channel, you'll see the program that I put together just for myself. This is week 1 out of 18, and that is based on the lead up to the race as well as the duration of the program for the marathon that I found. So just to look at this week, what we've already accomplished Monday to Saturday, Sunday being a rest day. So today is Saturday, so I've hit all of these workouts already. Going through the week. Monday was 3 miles for speed. Speed for me is, I'm kind of slow, so between 8 and 8:30 is like fast. Fast that I can, with withstand, fast that I can endure at that pace for 3 miles. If it was a 1 mile time trial, it'd probably be faster. Maybe I could get into 7 to 7:30. So when I was running this week for 3 miles of speed twice, I did that Monday and Wednesday. I was shooting for that 8 to 8:30 time, and then as we get into it, I can explain some of the reasoning behind some of these things. Tuesday, going to keep the 1,000 series. It used to be on Mondays, and the run days, everything kind of shifted, but I'll just get through it. Monday was 3 miles for speed. Tuesday was the 1,000 series, so that is different exercises, 100 reps each until we hit 1,000. Pretty straightforward. That's an easy one that you can do just at home with body weight exercises. There's tons of exercises out there. You can find stuff online and make your own 1,000 series, but I think that that's a fun way. That is a way to get the heartbeat going, get some exercises in. I do have some weights, so I've got things like swings and goblet squats and upright rows in there with the low weight that I do have at home. That just proves to be a lot of fun. Wednesday, 3 mile speed again, and again, 8 to 8:30 would be my goal. Thursday is the kettlebell day. So we did 8 sets of dead clean and press, push-ups, and rows. Got through that. Friday was the long run for the week at 6 miles, and the goal was to run 1 minute per mile slower than race pace. And where I picture myself on race day is being at about 8 minutes, which I haven't really looked at the math for completion. Let's see, 8 minute mile pace marathon. I haven't looked at the math. The first time I did a marathon, I walked a lot, jogged a lot, came in at about 4:50, so pretty long time given what I expected of myself and performance. And there's a couple of mistakes that we can highlight there on that past performance. This time, I had just had 8 in mind. That seems like something that I can endure. Again, something that I can hold for the 26-mile race and hopefully complete it without walking too much, without jogging. And we'll get into some of the tips that I've gotten from the program that I found online that you can read yourself. So anyways, if I were to run, an 8 minute pace comes in at 3:29, 3 hours and 29 minutes. So that would be cool. So that's 8 minutes completion. But if we get out to like 9, that's still 3:56. That's under 4 hours. I think an overall goal, in addition to not walking too much, not jogging, not choking, I guess, if you want to call it that, I think under 4 hours would be great. That 3:26 or 3:29 would be great. So 8 minutes per mile would be the goal. So that is the program for the week. Ends this Saturday, was 8 rounds of push-ups, squats, and overhead press. Nothing too crazy. Fridays being the not long, but the biggest workout of the week. I wanted Saturday to be mostly bodyweight stuff, things that we can do around the house or in a pinch just to get the body moving after a long run. So that is week 1. We'll make week 2 probably this afternoon and get it out on Sunday. Sunday is when I'll be publishing these for the week. If you want to follow along, go ahead and DM me at the Save Show to just let me know how you're doing, what you're getting out of the workouts, if it's working for you. I think that feedback would be helpful because I am putting this out there, so if anybody else is using it, they might have similar feedback. So appreciate that. And again, no expertise on my end. These are just, I found a program, so that's where the runs are coming from. And then the workouts, I wanted to cross-train. Last time I did a marathon and prepared for it, I was solely hitting the runs 4 times a week. Right now, I'm going to shoot for 3 times a week, getting the runs in, then I don't get tired of running. And get kind of bogged down, and it's no fun anymore by the time the race comes around. So that is my program that I've laid out for myself for the week. Just finished. And again, check out the broadcast channel on Instagram. If you go to the Save Show, there's a link for The Way. That's the broadcast channel where all this stuff is going to be each week. So where did I find my running program? I went to halhigdon.com. I'll put it in the description. HALHIGDON. So this is the program that I used for my last marathon, and admittedly, I didn't follow it to the T. I think I could have performed much better if I had. I think I would have performed better. That said, this time I'm going to run one day less than what is in here, so that I don't get bogged down, just kind of runned out, if you want to call it that. I want to still enjoy the runs. So anyways, if you go to halhigdon.com, I found the Marathon Training Novice 1 program. So that's for someone, it's the most popular program. If you're training for your first marathon, this is the training program for you. So that's what I thought of it. And when I found it the first time I ran, and it's a good program. There's a lot of benefits to this page. There's an app. You can see training programs. There's a book. You can learn about Hal Higdon himself. But when you get to the Novice 1 program, it runs you all the way down through everything with details on your long runs, resting periods, running slow. This is where I picked up running like a minute slower than race pace. In his words here, normally I recommend that runners do their long runs anywhere from 30 to 90 seconds or more per mile slower than their marathon pace. So that's where I got that from. I'm going to try that out. I've heard it before said that you have to run slower to run faster. And I don't fully understand it enough to retell the exact science behind it to you, but it's you're running slower, you're strengthening the heart, so that come race day you can run faster. Your VO2 max, your aerobic functions of your body can perform better. When it comes to walking, especially on race day, what I learned from Hal, I guess, from the man himself, is to walk when you need to. And his advice here is to walk at the aid stations. So you're grabbing a drink of water. It's beneficial to walk as you're drinking water. You can get more of it into your mouth and not all over yourself. Speaking from experience, I've worn some water or Gatorade in my day. So walking's a great chance to get all that nourishment from the aid station. Maybe grab the banana, the snack, and it's usually going to be clustered and high traffic by the aid station anyway. So you're walking, you're kind of playing it safe as far as traffic goes. You're getting the nourishment for your body, and then you can continue on. So you get a little bit of a break there. Also detailed in here is cross training. There's strength training, midweek training, and some notes on races. So all that information's in here. I'll have it linked in the description, halhigdon.com, and we're looking at the Novice 1 program, which I did benefit from last time. I wouldn't say if I fail this time that it's Hal's fault. I've made some changes to the program to make it my own. So I can't say that I am following this program. I can't say that it's the program's fault at the end of the day. But I have based the training that I will be doing on this. So week 1 we just completed in the official version of the program. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you run 3 miles per day. So that's 3 days at 3 miles. You're at 9 miles for the week. Saturday is 6 miles, bringing your total to 15 miles for the week. I cut out a 3 mile run day because I think for myself that's just, I don't know, another day. And like I said, I might end up hating running by the end of this. And then Sunday is a cross training day. And I believe cross training in this program is things like walking, aerobic exercise that allows you to use slightly different muscles while resting after your long run. So that is a breakdown of week 1, and the rest of the program follows like that for 18 weeks. My training will be 18 weeks, kind of using this as a structure. However, I've shifted the run days to Monday, Wednesday, Friday with cross training or strength training Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So that is a breakdown of where I got my information, what I plan on doing with it myself, so making slight adjustments so that it's something that I still enjoy doing, and I can still get better. I will be doing, cumulatively at the end of 18 weeks, I will be running a lot less than this program. And like I said, my own success or failure is on me at the end of the day. As the weeks go on, it's not just 3-mile runs during the week. It goes 3-4-3, 3-5-3, 3-6-3, 3-8, 3-7-4, 4-8-4, 4-8-5. It builds throughout the week with long runs on the weekends. So when it comes to it, I'll probably do 3 big run and then long run, if that makes sense, if you're following me there. So let's see, week 11 will probably look like 4-mile run, 8-mile run, 16-mile run. So, and at the end of the day, if we get to week 7 and I feel like I need the 3-mile run between kind of a midweek run and a big weekend run, then we add it in. We can play it ad hoc here, but I think what I've established so far this week worked. Trying it out, getting some strength training in, as well as the runs. 6 miles is nowhere near 26, so everything could change eventually, but this is where we're at as of today after one successful week. Next week will look largely the same. Running will be 3, 3, and 7 with the 1000 series kettlebell day and then a body weight day on Saturday. So be on the lookout for that in the broadcast channel. The Way, again, you can find that on Instagram. Just looking down the program, week 15 is the longest run at 20 miles, and that is just a few short weeks ahead of the race being 26.2. So the farthest that I'll run training is 20 miles, and then we're going to get the race in at 26. So very excited to have something to train towards, and I'm excited that I am doing more than just the run this time. Last time, like I said, there's a lot of running and just running, nothing else. So maybe that's why I had some knee problems. I had just got burnt out on running in general. So hoping to avoid that, both the injury as well as getting burnt out. So I hope you enjoyed my first Fitcast. Like I said, this will probably evolve and we'll get some guests on here, some more expert knowledge, and if it's just an episode with me, it might be a reflection on how marathon training went for the week, or tips on, keeping the dad bod at bay, or what I eat, or how do I find a workout, how did I get into kettlebells. I got tons of ideas, and I got this microphone and a supporting wife, and so we'll keep going. We'll keep the Fitcast alive. We'll keep the Save Show alive as well. Just trying to think of new ways to add to the value of the show. Certainly want to focus on the faith and pursuing Christ, and we've dipped into cultural issues, the culture war, if you will. We've dipped into TV and acts with the Mandalorian stuff. I want to make sure that Christ is the focus, and I believe that making sure that we are fit and honoring the bodies that we've been given, I think that is a small part of being faithful. So with that, 20 minutes in, let's end the first Fitcast episode. Marathon training week 1 was a win, and let me know what you think. Just as an aside, let me pull it up here. For the store, I started to kind of pitch ideas out there, and if enough people like it, then it ends up on the store page. The first couple times didn't really pan out. Totally fine. I'm still having fun, and we're trying to honor God with these designs. But this one, I asked if anybody had ideas for a shirt. Someone pitched "Feed the Spirit, Starve the Flesh," which I learned was from Galatians. And I put my thinking cap on and made a design. Made a couple of designs, but if you're watching, you can see it here. I'll make sure that it's linked, but enough people liked that design, so we made a shirt, and it is now actually on the store. So check out the saved.store. Check out the Feed the Spirit, Feed the Spirit, Starve the Flesh. New shirt is out there. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you think of this, as well as the new stuff on the store. I love you. God loves you. He's blessed us all. And don't forget, you are saved through Christ.